Simply Southern TV explores Alabama's barnyards and backroads to find people who cultivate the state's food, flavor, and future. I'm Jim Allen.
And I'm Mary Johnson. Every week, viewers across the state of Alabama and in parts of Tennessee, Florida, and Georgia join us to see uplifting, lighthearted stories about the heart of life in the South. And your business can reap great benefits from joining Simply Southern TV as a sponsor.
You'll get a commercial in each show, which airs on stations in Birmingham, Dothan, Huntsville, Mobile, Montgomery, and Columbus, Georgia, with the potential to reach 2.1 million households.
Plus, each show gets additional views when posted to the Simply Southern TV website, YouTube channel, and Facebook page, so you get more bang for your buck.
Best of all, our viewers will know your business is committed to wholesome values because of its association with Simply Southern TV.
We invite you to enjoy these clips, which showcase what we're all about, and we look forward to partnering with you and your business to present Simply Southern TV.
Oh, yeah. You're killing me, you're killing me.
Our motto is basically that, we come to work every day and we make the world a safer place.
The Brannon Show is a dazzling display of everything from fancy roping to trick shooting. And this week, the role of the lovely assistant will be temporarily occupied by yours truly.
Oh, Jim, looks like we got a break here. Jim, I'm sorry about that.
Now that you got all that killing out of the way.
Yeah, I reckon we can get back to what we was talking about, can't we?
I had the opportunity to tag along with an ROTC group from Brewer High School in North Alabama for a pretty intense couple of hours of climbing, swinging, and speeding by zipline.
On this night in Gunnersville, there were dancers from age 11 to 84, and I even gave it a try.
Students drive a small utility vehicle through a course lined by traffic cones, wearing special goggles designed to simulate the vision of someone who is drunk. Cones that are struck by the vehicle are tallied up, leaving students completing the exercise a concrete idea of the effect blurred vision has had on their driving.
There's very little that's typical about Munford schools, where hallways are lined with educational exhibits and murals, bringing the outdoors in.
See how big this tomato is?
Oh, geez.
All right, I want you to see what's gonna show though. That's all we're gonna show.
Regardless of whether they're learning the finer points of outdoor cooking or how to shoot and fish, the main point many of these women take away from these events is confidence. For many of these children and their families, the Miracle Rodeo provides a welcome and enjoyable distraction from the difficulties of illness and treatment.
Everyone has their own story of why they're here, but it's nice to see all the families here and having a good time. And I think it probably helps the children feel not so alone.
Brody was diagnosed with a congenital heart defect, or CHD. To stay close, Lacey and Jason turned to Ronald McDonald House Charities of Alabama. They stayed at the Ronald McDonald House, 2 blocks from the hospital, for 22 days at no cost. Volunteers picked tomatoes, squash, and eggplant and delivered the harvest to local food banks, soup kitchens, and churches that used it to feed hungry people.
Hand and Paw is an animal-assisted therapy provider. Whether it's in the hospital bed of a child fighting serious illness, a school counselor's office, or at a nursing home, these 4-legged volunteers often have an impact when standard treatments fall short.
During hunting season, Stuckey invites veterans from across the U.S. to participate in hunts.
I want to save people from taking their own life, and I want to show them the worst day on earth is still a great day.
While other kids in Coleman County wait for the school bus to arrive, you'll find James Calvert out in the fields. Although he maintains a regular homeschooling schedule, days for this young man are quite different than for other children his age.
Ben Haynes has lived on his family's Coleman County farm all his life, and he says he's never seen conditions as bad as when drought gripped much of Alabama last summer.
The peanut statue started in 2001 as a fundraiser for the Dothan downtown redevelopment, and they're sold to local businesses around town and they can decorate them as they please.
Tucked away within the Auburn University campus, you'll find what's probably the most historically significant farm in the state. Today, this small field holds the designation of being the oldest continuous cotton experiment in the world.
I see you've got 4 straw bales, you've done a couple of lattice work and with some scrap lumber here. Let's talk about initial cost. How much do you think that you've got involved in this for your garden?
Well, including the straw, the plants, and the lattice and all, it's less than $50 total.
Today, Cooper Holmes hosts tours where he tells how 6 generations of his family earned a living from the land, beginning with his great-great-great-granddad.
Visitors to the Cahaba River near West Blockton view a special treat, the blooming of the Cahaba lilies. For almost a decade, the U.S. Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville has welcomed the nation's 50 State Teachers of the Year to Space Camp for the event.
This is such an amazing experience. I call it Space-licious.
It's hard to imagine a better place to see our state's most fearsome predator than at Summerdale's Alligator Alley.
In the swamp, we have a little over 200 adults, and they are wild-caught nuisance alligators.
The parking lot is small, but customers' appetites are large when they stop at Mrs. Story's Dairy Bar. For 6 decades, it's been the place locals and visitors come for a chili dog and what's now been voted Alabama's best milkshake.
Alabama's catfish producers held their first ever Catfish Restaurant Challenge. Picking just one winner was a tough task, but Goshen's best-kept secret stood out.
We have had people come from different states to try our fish since the article came out. It is absolutely amazing.